Hello everyone, welcome to Easy Ganit. This is Samir Sardana, and in this video I'll be taking questions of geometry from the previous year papers of ZAT. I'll be covering all questions of geometry from ZAT 2008 to 2021. You can subscribe to the channel Easy Ganit by Samir to cover 100% syllabus for CAT and OMTs. In the first part, I have covered these 5 questions. You can look at these 5 questions in the first part of the video, right? Where these are also 5 previous year ZAT questions of geometry. ZAT has a highest weightage of the chapter geometry in quant section. If you want to cover theory of geometry, in the description part of the video, there are 35 special classes which are completely free special classes. You can watch all of these free special classes using the code SME.YT. All you have to do is to access the code, use the code SME.YT, and you'll be able to cover 100% theory of geometry for ZAT, CAT, and any other MBA entrance exam. Now I'm going to cover this question number 6 here. It says that consider a sphere ABCD of side 60 centimeter. It contains the arc BD. Now see that, guys. The arc BD, it contains the arc BD and AC with the center A and the center D. So D is the center of the arc AC and A is the center of the arc BD. A circle is drawn such that it is tangent to the side AB. Now this is a circle which is tangent to the side AB and the arc AC and the arc BD. So this circle is basically the tangent to all of these circles. So can I say that line joining the center of the circle with the center of the arc must be passing through the point of contact. So this arc has to be like this, right? This is basically the point of contact of the circle and the arc AC. Now you see that length of the side is given length of side of sphere is 60 centimeter, guys. This length is equal to 60 centimeter, right? Now let's assume that this radius is r. Now if I extend this, right, this length, right, you can see that the length from A to S will be same as length of the side of the sphere, right? Is it clear? Right, the length of AS is same as AB because both are the radius of the arc BD. So now AS will be equal to 60. Now this is R, so can I say that length of AO will be 60 minus R, right? Then length of AO would be 60 minus R. Okay, so can you see this now? If I say this side is, this point is P, this point is Q, can you see that? Can I apply the Pythagoras theorem in the triangle APO? AP square will be equal to AO square minus PO square, right? So can I say AP square will be equal to AO, which is 60 minus R whole square, minus PO square, which is R square, right? Similarly, guys, can you also see that? Look at the triangle. Look at the triangle, right angle triangle, DQO. Look at the right angle triangle DQO. Now, this angle is 90 degree, right? Can you see this, guys? This length, right? This DT is same as a R. DT is the radius of the arc AC. Can you see the DT length is same as DC, which is 60, and this is R. So can I say the length of DO would be 60 plus R? Right, so can I say that? And OQ, you can see that the length of OQ would be the length of DO will be DT plus TO, right, which is 60 plus R. Similarly, you can see that length of OQ will be equal to PQ minus PO, which is 60 minus R, right? Now in the triangle DQ, apply the Pythagoras theorem. You see that DQ square will be equal to DO square minus OQ square. Now what is DO? It is 60 plus R. 60 plus R whole square minus OQ. What is OQ? It is 60 minus R. So this is 60 minus R whole square. Now you see that the length of AP is same as length of DQ. The length of AP is same as length of DQ, right? As both are the, you see that APQD would be a kind of rectangle, right? So AP will be same as DQ. Now that means this equation 1 is same as equation 2. So can I solve this equation now? 60 minus R whole square minus R square is equal to 60 plus R whole square minus 60 minus R whole square, right? Now just solve this and we will get the length of r here. All right. This you can see that this can be written as 2 times of 60 minus r whole square is equal to r square plus 60 plus r whole square. Now solve this. This is 2 times of 3600 a square plus b square minus 2 times of ab, that is 120r is equal to r square plus a square plus b square plus 2 times of ab, right? Now this you can see is 7200 plus 2r square minus 240r is equal to r square plus r square, 2r square plus 120r plus 3600, right? 2r square will get cancelled and you will see that the length of 360r is equal to 3600. So r is what we are supposed to find out, which would be 3600 divided by 360, that is equal to 10 centimeter. Radius is 10 centimeters, so B option would be the correct answer to the question, guys. Amazing question of circle and square. Here's the next question, guys. It says that in an equilateral triangle ABC whose length of each side is 3 centimeter, D is a point on BC such that BD is half of CD. So guys, the point here that you need to note down is triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle, right? This is ABC whose length of each side is 3 centimeter, right? D is a point on BC such that BD is half of CD. I is supposed to take a point D in such a way that the length of BD is half of CD. We know that the whole length BC is 3. If BD is half of CD, that means if I'm saying BD is 1, then CD has to be 2 centimeter. So divide whole side 3 in the ratio of 1:2. So BD will be 1 and CD will be 2. What we are supposed to find out is the length of the side AD. Very simple question, guys. This is a very simple question. All you can do is either this angle is 60 degree. Why? This is an equilateral triangle, right? This is an equilateral triangle, so this angle will be 60 degree, right? Now AD is what I'm supposed to find out. I can straight away apply the cosine rule, right? AD square will be equal to AB square plus BD square minus 2 times of AB into BD into cos 60 degree. AD square will be equal to AB, that is 3 whole square, 9, 3 ka square is 9, plus BD square, that is 1, minus 2 times of AB into BD, that is 6, into cos 60. Cos 60 sine third, cos 60 is same as 1 by 2, right? So this will be 3. So can I say that AD square will be equal to 7? So AD is what we are supposed to find out. The length of AD would be root 7 centimeter. This is the correct answer to the question. Then we have the next question. ABCD is a quadrilateral, right? This is again a very simple question. ABCD is given to us as a quadrilateral. The diagonal of ABCD intersect at the point P. The area of triangle APD is 27 and area of the triangle BPC is 12. The area of triangle APB and CPD are equal. That means if this area is X, this area is also X. We are supposed to find out the area of triangle APB. It's a very simple question. You should know that in any quadrilateral, any type of quadrilateral, right, the product of the area of these two triangle is same as the product of area of these two triangle. If this area is A1, this area is A2, then this area is A3 and this area is A4. In that case, A1 multiplied by A2 is equal to A3 multiplied by A4. Why it is so? It's very simple, right? You can watch the theory lesson for that. I have given you the link, right? Watch area of triangle chapter. You will find the theory of this concept there. Now, can I say that it's 27 into 12? 27 multiplied by 12 is equal to A3 into A4. Both of these two areas are equal, so this will be X square. X will be equal to square root of 12 into 7, that is 324, right? So X will be equal to 18. That means B would be the correct answer to the question. Now let's have a look at question number 9. It says that in a quadrilateral ABCD, BC is 10. Now angle CBA, right? CBA and CB and BAD is equal to 60 degree. BAD. Okay, so let's say that this is A, right? Let's say that this is B, this is C, and this is B, right? It's given that the value of angle CBA and BAD, both of these two angles are equal to 60 degree, right? Now AB is A plus root B. The length of BC is given to me as 10. The length of CD is given to me as 14. AD is given to me as 12. Where A and B are the positive integers, we are supposed to find out A plus B. So A plus AB is what we need to find out, guys. You can see that if I drop a perpendicular from the side D, right, on AB, let's say this is B. Now this angle is 90 degree, this angle would be 30 degree, right? Now we know that in a 30, 60, 90 triangle, side ratio is 1 ratio root 3 ratio 2. Side opposite to 30 is 1, side opposite to 60 is root 3, side opposite to 90 is 2. Now side opposite to 90 is given to me as 12. That is 6 times. So can I say that side opposite to 30 will be 6? So this length will be 6, right? And the side opposite to 60 degree would be 6 root 3. So this length will be 6 root 3. Now if I drop a perpendicular from the point C on AB, now this is 90 degree. This, let's say, is 30 degree. This is again a 30, 60, 90 triangle. Now in a 30, 60, 90 degree triangle, side ratio will again be 1 ratio root 3 ratio 2. Right. Now in this case, side opposite to 30, side opposite to 90 is given to me as 10, which is 5. So side opposite to 30 would be 5 and side opposite to 60 would be 5 root 3. So see guys, this is 90, side opposite to 30 is given to me as 5, right? So side opposite to 60 would be 5 root 3. So this length will be 5 root 3. Now what I am supposed to find out is the length of PQ. If I get to know the length of PQ, I'll be able to find out the whole length AB. For that, what you can do is drop a perpendicular from this to this, right? Now this is 90 degree, this is 90, this is 90, this will also be 90. So can I say that if this is a perpendicular that I'm dropping, so this will be a kind of rectangle. The length of PQ will be same as, let's say, the length of EC, right? The length of PQ will be same as length of CE. Now this is what I need to find out now. This is given to me as 14. You see that DP length, you see guys, the length of DP is 6 root 3. This is 5 root 3, right? So can I say this will be root 3 only, right? So this length DE would be root 3. This is 14. So the length of EC would be, square root of 196 minus 3, right? Okay, the length of CD is given to me as, right, 14 square is 196 minus root 3. So this is root 193, right? So you can see the length of AB will be equal to AP plus PQ plus BQ. AP is 6, PQ is 5, BQ is root 193. That is 11 plus root 193, which is given to me as A plus root times of B. Can you see that now? A is 11 and B is 193, right? If I compare, right, the coefficients, A would be 11, B will be 193. So guys, A plus B will be equal to 204. This would be the correct answer. The length of A plus B will be 204, right? This is the correct answer to the question. Question number 10, right? So we have covered, right, 4 questions, 6, 7, 8, 9. Looking at the question number 10, guys. ABCD is a square with a side of length 10 unit. So we are supposed to make a square here. ABCD is given to me as square, right? A, B, C, D. With side length equal to 10 unit. Each of these sides are equal to 10 unit. OCD is an isosceles triangle. OCD with base CD OC cut AB at point Q. Okay. OC cuts AB at point Q and OD cuts AB at point P. Okay, so we need to make a different kind of figure here in this question, guys. So this. Let's make this scale, right? This is a scale, right? A, B, C, D. Okay. A, B, C, D. Now OCD is an isosceles triangle with base CD. OC cuts AB at point Q and OD cuts AB at point P. Okay. So take a point O here, right? This is the kind of figure that you need to make. You see that here now? OCD is an isosceles triangle. That means both of these two side lengths are same. The OC cuts AB at point Q and OD cuts AB at point P. The area of the trapezoid PQCD is 80 square unit. So area of this trapezoid, right? This is a trapezoid, right? Where's the trapezoid? Where the opposite side. It's a kind of trapezium. The side length, opposite side length. These are the two sides which are parallel and the length of these two sides are equal, right? So this is a kind of trapezium that we have. Area of this figure is given to me as 80. Now the altitude from O of the triangle OPQ is what? So altitude of the triangle O from OPQ. Okay, so altitude is what we need to find out. We're supposed to find out the altitude of the triangle OCD. Now draw a perpendicular here. Draw a perpendicular. Right. Let's say that this point is T. Right. And this point is E here. See this, guys, we know that area of this trapezium is PQ. This length is given to me as 10, right? Can you see this, guys? Triangle OPQ will be similar to triangle ODC, right? Because this angle is same as this angle is same as this angle. This is very, very easy to know, right? So therefore, and because it is given to me that area of trapezoid PQCD is equal to 80 unit. Area of trapezoid PQCD is 80. We know that area of trapezium is half into sum of parallel sides. Sum of parallel side is PQ plus CD, which is given to me as 10. PQ plus CD is 10 into height of trapezium. Height of trapezium is same as the side of scale, that is 10. Now this is given to me as 80. Right. Now this get cancelled, so we get PQ plus 10 is equal to 16. So guys, PQ length will be equal to 6. The length of PQ will be 6. Right, so these two triangles are similar. We can easily find out the ratio of the altitude. Can I say that the side OE and altitude OE and OT will be same as the base PQ and the base CD. Now OE is, let's say, H. OT you can see is H plus 10, right? OT is H plus 10 is equal to PQ, we know, is 6 and CD is 10. Can I say that 10H will be equal to 6H plus 60? That is 4H will be equal to 60. H will be equal to 15. D would be the correct answer to the question. So the altitude from O of the triangle OPQ is H, which is equal to 15 centimeter, guys. This would be the correct answer to the question. So these are the questions of geometry, guys. We have covered 5 more questions. Rest of the questions will be covered in the next part of the video. That means in part 3. Thank you so much for watching the video, and subscribe to the channel to get 100% syllabus for CAT and OMTs, and please share it with all of your friends also, right? Thank you, guys. And watch all the previous theory session also if you want to cover 100% theory of geometry for your CAT and XAT exam preparation. Thank you.